Turns out my friends are douchebags. I think I've been so down lately and there's just nothing that can bring me up. I'm coming to the realization that all my friends treat me like shit and that I've outgrown them. Most of my friends from growing up sit at their computers in Discord calls all day. My one friend even lost his girlfriend because of it. My closest friend isn't, but he's always wasted or stoned and blew all of his student loans and grandpa's inheritance getting there. I didn't talk to many of them aside from my closest friend too often as of late because I've just gotten bored of being on my computer all day. I live with my girlfriend and have 3 cats and am a full-time student in my last year before teachers college. All the rest of my friends are banking on their writing and games and comics to blow up and make them rich. I never held it against them that they weren't going to post-secondary, of course. I'm a first-generation student anyway, but I stopped showing up online so much, and eventually they forced me out of their writing when we had been working on a collaborative sort of world of stuff together for over 10 years. I was still pretty involved, but they didn't want to meet at any middle ground during a disagreement, just sort of told me how it was going to be. I either had to be creative their way or hit the road, so I had to give up on all my work. I've since restarted it on my own, but I'm still bitter that it happened. My closest friend and I got into a big argument after we were planning on living together. We were both tight on money, so I offered for him to be my roommate and he was super down. Only thing is that I told him he can't bring his girl best friends around because they sleep around and are the high school popular girl sort of vibe, and I just didn't really want them to be around my cats or anything. He was chill with it and said he wouldn't have even invited them over anyway and that it's not a problem at all. Things were going all right until right when we had found someone for him to transfer his current lease to. He started threatening our friendship over petty things, like he spotted me for the drinks one night and I said I'd pay him back the next day. I slept through most of the day and didn't send the money back right when I woke up, and he started accusing me of withholding it and telling me that's not how this friendship is going to go. I was a little upset about how he was acting, but I paid him back right away and apologized that same night while we were drinking. While he was dating a girl he claimed was the one, he started telling me how much he wants to eat out my brother's girlfriend and how he would treat her better than him. I should have said something in the moment, but I was a little fucked up, so I didn't end up saying anything until we had our big argument. He had also said to me and my girlfriend on multiple sober occasions something along the lines of "I'm sorry" to his girlfriend, but X is the hottest girl I've ever seen. I started bringing it all up when he started accusing my brother of cheating on his girlfriend, which he did not. Of course, he didn't see anything wrong with what he did compared to his accusations. He insisted everything he said about other girls was a joke. A few nights before the interested guy was gonna come see his place, he went to his brother's place and came back with a huge wall of text saying I'm using him and controlling him and that he can't trust me financially. I explained to him that I was only struggling financially because my girlfriend's workplace was bought by a new owner that cut her hours until she quit. Also compared this to his self-inflicted financial need by buying alcohol and pot every day. We spent a whole day back and forth about it where he just dodged every point I made, saying I was just repeating myself and that I have no edge. He told me that I was controlling him and that I have no authority to control who he invites over in a place that he's paying for, which is a very fair point, but he agreed to that condition a long time ago and I wouldn't have been mad if he didn't, and he is completely allowed to change his mind too. It was just the way he came to me about it. I waited a month to talk to him again after the argument because he stopped responding even though I asked if we could work things out civilly. Only just today he responded when I finally gave in and apologized for the things I said too. I talked to some of my other friends about the situation and they told me that he ran to all of them to rally them and discuss how much of an asshole I am. Our closest friend in common said he didn't believe that my closest friend would ever have said any of those things and just tried to defend him. I'm supposed to talk to my friend tomorrow to try to patch things up finally, but I'm just feeling like I can't get over how he treated me and the fact he waited until I said sorry to start talking to me again. After talking to our friend in common and everything that my closest friend have said and done, I'm starting to realize that I feel like I've outgrown them and that I'm just letting myself get walked on. I'm just on the fence because if I don't have these friends, I have no one but my girlfriend. And she's amazing, don't get me wrong, but I guess I just need to figure out if no friends is better or worse than shitty ones.